Fantasy 16. I don't think it's everyone's cup of tea. I mean, just like Final Fantasy in general isn't everyone's cup of tea, but this particular, but like I'm like into these days. I'm into games that are like not the best. There's something about the best games that are too much pressure for me for some reason. It's like I haven't. That's why I can't get into BG3 even though I have it. It's sort of like I get it. It's a fantastic game and everyone's fucking into this game and then it's too much and I'm like nope. I'm gonna go back to playing like I don't know. What's like a second rate game? I mean, I just mentioned one, FF16. It's still a very good game. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I don't think that history will think of it as a masterpiece. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
Let's see. I could also just play DRG. I could do that.
Oh, I could play some DRG.
Yes, Genjiro. My heart's really feeling Fallout 4 though. I think that's one of those games that you could really milk it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I thought about re-downloading that recently too. So.
I've never played through it. I've only played like maybe 6 hours of it.
Once again, that's on you. I don't know what to say. What's this game I bought? Terra. I got this at a summer sale in 2016. What is this? This looks cool.
Is that like a side scroller game?
No, it looks like it's like a fantasy. Looks like
Oh.
it's first person. Let me see. Terra.
Oh.
Does this game even exist anymore? Because I clicked on the store list, like store product listing, and nothing pops up. Do I have a game that doesn't exist in? Oh no, I have the game, but I don't think it's listed anymore. So
Hmm.
I inherited it. Makes sense. It's a 2016 game,
Interesting.
which I don't know if you guys know. That's old now. Oh, it's an MMO. It's an MMO. Never mind.
Mm,
Developed by Bluehole Studio, a subsidiary of Krafton. Um, oh, it's shut down. So the installation's just the binary, but they shut down in 2022.
dang.
It happens to MMOs if the player
Yeah.
base falls off.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's crazy.
I'm in a kind of creative lull. I don't want to call it a funk because I'm starting to realize that it's a feature, not a bug. Um, I guess I keep demanding uh more high frequency cadence from myself, and that's dumb because you only go as fast as you go, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Especially if you're like doing like full-time job and life
100%.
stuff.
Yeah,
So
I'm exhausted from
yeah.
work.
plus, like, when you gotta get it done and you really like your like soul is like telling you to do it, you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? You'll just sit
That's what
down and it'll happen.
that's what happened with that sculpture, the last project that I did.
Dude,
It
that
was
sculpt
like
was so
I was
good.
burnt out from Inktober, which I also was a lot, right? Like fucking, it's so funny because like I was like, why am I tired? And then I mentioned to people that I did Inktober, and they're like, and you're wondering why you're tired? Like, I had like industry people who were like, dude, I know so many people who have not been able to finish that. Like, you should be proud of yourself. And it's also like running an ultra distance marathon and then you don't recover, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'm just gonna run a marathon next week. It's like that's insane. You're insane.
Just gonna
You need to
run
take a
it.
massive break. Because part of it's the physical act. I actually am like still kind of sore from it, just from being hunched over a desk for 31 days straight. And then the other thing is like having to churn out ideas that quickly. It's a lot. Like,
Yeah.
and yes, I cut corners a little bit. Like I kind of took it easy on myself. Like none of those drawings were refined, but just coming up with a new idea. I mean, because you do comics, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's can be really exhausting if you don't pace yourself. So, but anyway, like, going back to your point, Kevin, is like I took this huge lull. I kind of mentally quit art if because I needed that framework. And then one day, I don't even remember because art is like that. You have amnesia, but I don't even remember what exactly happened. But I was like, oh, I'm just gonna start working on. I'm just gonna see how this looks. I'm gonna give it a shot. And the next thing I knew, I was finishing up a sculpture that took me about 3 weeks. So I agree with you. It just I just continue to reject it ideologically. This notion that like when your heart speaks, you'll move. Because I think that I'm still stuck on this idea that I can control everything, and that's not how art works. It's not how a lot of things in life work.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna bust out with my brush pen and because you're doing that.
Oh, I'm
And
doing it. I'm doing it.
brush pen.
It's happening right now. We're getting crazy.
I know
Oh, I'm
you
just
spend
hitting the
things.
mindless grinding.
Hey, you know.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Oh no, my guy is a dragon hunk named Slippy Nippies. And it's really funny because like I guess like role playing is a big facet of Final Fantasy that I wasn't ready for, and everyone has like a high fantasy name and is like super into it. And I just like see my name running around, just Slippy Nippies. Like,
Yeah, it's me.
That's your Slippy Nippies to you. You know.
yeah. Slippy Nippies, the anointed, actually.
The anointed. That's awesome.
Every once in a blue moon, I'll hop back into an MMO and then just like mindlessly grind, and it's exactly what my brain needs.
Yeah.
I wonder how naked people.
That's salacious.
Can't spell salacious without Sam Lamb. Wait.
Close enough.
Yeah.
What the heck was I doing? Okay.
Gesture drawing is fun. All my friends do it in their free time.
Yeah.
Just singing night, don't mind me. I'm drawing
One of my
you.
favorite parts of this game is that there's just giant tortoises that roam the land.
Like the days of yore.
Like that's literally my favorite NPC in all of Elden Ring.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
for
the
sure.
turtle.
For sure.
Yeah, the turtle pope that you feed books,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he teaches you magic tricks.
That's actually a game that maybe I can go back to.
Oh,
I never beat it.
Same.
Yeah, I never beat it either. I mean, I think I went to like, I think it was is it Molina who's the really hard boss? I mean, I guess, yeah. I think I got there and I was like, I couldn't hard.
It'd be like
Unfortunately, I
that.
have that with Bloodborne with the second boss, Father whatever Italian name.
I really liked Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I did too. I totally did. I love the art in it.
Oh my god, the art is so good.
For me, that was actually weirdly the most approachable of the Souls games I've ever played.
I remember it being approachable, and yeah, I just got stuck on that, and then I think I got distracted by other games.
Like
And
Dark
the
Souls
thing is-
1 tortured me.
Mm.
Elden Ring is hard, but it's also just so massive that there's always stuff to do. But
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, whereas because Bloodborne is linear, like I was actually stuck. Like I couldn't proceed in the game. And I want to be clear, like I wasn't really frustrated by that. I didn't hate the game or anything. It was more like just like the inertia dropped, you know, and I just
Yeah.
ended up doing other things. So I still like in my heart like still think of the experience as positive and something to come back to.
what is this? I got a new skill. Oh shit. Oh, it's a kick.
Kickflip?
Oh, I'm about to kickflip the president.
Yeah, you were. Kickflip. Kickflip the president. Mmm. Yeah. It'd be like that.
Oh, gross. I totally
Oh, I'm
forgot
about to
that
die.
my cat threw up earlier, and then my dog just ate it all.
Oh no!
I mean, like, thank you, but so effing gross. She looks so pleased with it. She's wagging her tail. Like, I did it, Sam. Okay, don't tell your moms. Don't tell your moms.
Oh, that's so gross.
So gross. Like, what is she eating? And I look over, I was like, there used to be a vomit puddle there that I just realized I forgot to clean up. God bless America. By the way, I'm amazed that this brush pen, this one I'm using, works so well. I haven't touched it in like 8 months.
Which one are you using?
It's like Kim Jong Ji's favorite one. It's which I know doesn't never
Oh.
down because he has a lot of favorite ones, but
Is
it's
it the It's like
it's
one of
in
these, right?
Asian, so I can't read it.
Oh, that's
Oh wait. Sorry, I just realized I don't have your stream on my window. Okay, go show me. It's literally that one.
It's
It's
that one?
exactly
Oh,
that
okay.
one. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
I love
those are
it.
cool.
And I remember watching a video where he explained why he liked it, and it's the same reason where like if you go light, it just has that kind of like rough look, and you can even smudge it in to kind of create
Yeah.
value. Yeah, really cool.
Dude, what a master that guy was. R.I.P.
R.I.P. indeed. I
Big
appreciate
pimpin'.
him more now that I'm kind of like I don't feel so deeply insecure. You know, because I have to be honest. Like, there was a period where I had to like mute his posts, or I should say, like his account's post, because it just depressed me. Because it just like felt like it was a standard of excellence that I could never achieve. But now I just don't think of it that way. Now I think that I have things to offer that are unique to me and that will develop over time,
Oh yeah.
and that just makes me really
Oh, what the
appreciate
heck?
like what he had to offer, because he also developed his over time, right? Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the thing that he tried to impress upon people is like people talk about him like he has talent. He's like, I specifically developed these skills. He's like, this is all he ever wanted to do as a kid was to be able to draw figures from imagination, and then he did it.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh my god, so talented. It's like, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm starting to feel a version of that. I'm not even that good, but I'm definitely better. Like, you know, all three of us are legit creatives and more so than the average person. And then when folks are like, "Oh, it's just your gift is amazing," and I'm like, "Ugh, gross," or it was the hours I spent not having a social
Yeah.
life.
Yep.
Focusing
I
on
literally, that's where my mind goes. I'm like, you have no idea how long I stayed inside.
But also, like, I was a kid who stayed inside, so that like naturally kind of like bred me to be this way, you
Yeah.
know.
For sure.
Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
fuck it, you guys convinced me. I'm gonna put on it's Fallout 4 on my computer.
All right. Yeah,
I
there's
don't
some
remember if
mods coming out for that are supposed to be pretty sweet, pretty big too. Like,
I was just
total
looking at
remodels.
Skyrim, and they changed the way the mods worked, and it looks like there was like almost like a currency system of some kind that you had to use to like use the mods, or like there was only so many mods you could have on at once, like with their in-house mod thing, not like through Nexus, but like
But through their creation club thing or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I was on there, it was just called mods, so I was confused.
Yeah.
I also got Jedi Survivor. I haven't installed it yet, but I do want to play that game eventually.
Oh, I really like the Jedi games.
I loved Fallen Order. I played the absolute shit out of that game.
Wait,
haven't
remind me, which is
finished
the
it.
first one? Which is the second one?
Fallen
Order's-
Order. Yeah, Fallen Order is the first one.
Yeah, okay, so I played both obviously, and but Survivor they really took it up a notch. Like it's clear that Respawn got even more funding for it, because they really, it's just a really good game. A lot less buggy as well. Still a little bit.
Well, I heard the launch was very buggy.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's a AAA thing, right? Especially EA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't play games when they first come out. That's like
Yeah.
the only game I bought like on launch was fucking Elden Ring, and that did not really. I mean, it had a lot of bugs, but they were like endearing bugs, not like game-ending bugs.
Yeah. The only bug I really experienced, although it was kind of like it prevented me from doing a completionist run of the game, was there's like these series of side quests where you look for bounty hunters that you keep getting assigned, and then it eventually ends on something I won't spoil. But there was a thing where if you're in the middle of trying to kill one of the bounty hunters and they die like accidentally, but not by your hand, like they fall off a cliff, it doesn't register as a death. But you can't go back and fight it, so you're just stuck, not being able to proceed.
Oh, that's
side quest.
annoying.
Yeah, it was really annoying, and they patched it though, so it's all fixed now.
Dang, dude.
And that was actually I looked at the forums and the subreddits, and that was like the #1 thing that people were running into because we were like, it wasn't even my fault. I was trying to beat this boss, and then it just literally just fell down.
I am, however, very excited for Star Wars Outlaws.
Well,
Oh,
who,
yeah.
who dat? Who's doing that? What's that?
I think it's another EA title, but it's basically Grand Theft Auto.
let's
But
go.
with Star Wars, and you're just in space as like a scavenger outlaw type person,
Yeah,
and it looks sweet.
it really does.
Yeah, it's really cool that like when um Jedi Fallen Order came out, you may recall that like Battlefront was like kind of being salvaged but not really, and there was a whole conversation about Lucas kind of losing confidence in EA. I was there for that, you know? And then
Yeah.
they came out with the Respawn game with the Fallen Order, and it was like, oh, okay, maybe. As you guys know, that the license I think is largely non-exclusive now, but like EA still has like I think a primary bite at the apple, and it seems like they're back. You know, a huge part of it is because they have better studios now.
Yeah. Respawn is so good. I love
It's so good.
Titanfall.
Yep.
Titanfall
so
2 is one of
good.
my fucking favorite games, like, ever.
So I feel like it was underrated, man, because that game died so fast. You know,
Yeah.
because the multiplayer was so good.
Yeah, part of it was just I think part of it was like somewhat coincidental that Titanfall 2 came out almost exactly around the time that EA acquired Respawn. And you know, I think it was just a coincidence. I don't think that's but because of that acquisition, there was I think it had to put a lot of stuff on production on pause. And this is before my time there, obviously. And even if I knew the details, I couldn't reveal it. You know, a lot of people left Respawn because they didn't want to be at EA, basically. Although I think for the most part, my understanding is like there actually is like pretty good vibes there now. Mostly because I think EA just leaves Respawn alone. They're not trying to fix what ain't broken, you know.
Yeah.
The big thing for us was in legal was that Respawn never really had their own legal team. And it did make things a little bit difficult because we were raising issues that they had never thought about before, and that creates work, right?
Yeah.
Over time, I think that you learn to develop trust, and it's like, oh, okay, I understand why that matters. But I don't know. Part of small studios is like part of the luxury is that maybe they can take a loan out on the future version of themselves, if that makes sense, by ignoring some of those concerns. But yeah, some of those decisions can bite you in the butt later. It's like, oh, we're not gonna like do any clearance on third-party IP, and then you get like a lawsuit 5 years later after a game is launched because like half of your game was taken from somebody's IP without their permission, and maybe you should object. Yeah, so it's a bit of like it's a gamble, but it's kind of an understandable gamble. It's funny being at my company because Skybound is like pretty loved, at least in the comic space, but not huge. But we have a really big legal team for how big we are. I think it's because of all of our execs and Robert to a degree. Like the whole reason they even have the company is because they cared about the legal stuff. Like they negotiated the contracts really, really precisely.
Yeah.
And so one of their first goals was like, we need to get good lawyers here.
That makes sense.
You make sense.
Hey. What?
A year?
Years.
Look at me feeling a page of brush gestures, figure gestures. It's almost like I draw. What a fraud.
What a fraud.
Don't tell anyone I still do 2D. I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah. The secret's safe with me.
Thank you.
I won't tell a soul.
It is funny. It's so much more fun to draw when you don't like give a fuck about things like correctness and perfection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let the marks fly, you know. And it's not that I don't care about anything, but I realize that what I really care about is telling a story. And even with figure drawing, there's a story. It's like, what is interesting about this figure?
Yeah.
And then trying to display that, like, is there some kind of tension in his hip, or is he like holding weight in a certain way? Is he about to like punch the air? Does he have a nice bulge? You know, these are the important
That's really the question to ask. You
Yeah.
know.
Bulge.
Manny
gave one of the demons in here a big old pee.
No, I know. He
Oh
showed
yeah.
me.
And I was very excited.
Big old pee-pee. Yep.
That's actually the legal term. Is big ol' pee. So
You go to a doctor, okay? Listen to him. They'll tell
Yeah.
you the right thing.
that's
yeah,
right.
this one right here. Yeah, it might be a delay on the stream, but yeah, there's a pee-pee. There's a pee-pee.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
That's my
I don't know.
PP.
that's my.
Whoops, drop your sausage. Whoops.
Oops, small PP.
Oh gosh. That's right. Mm-mm-mm. I said that's terrifying. Let's do it.
One of my favorite parts of This Is the End is just like the demon with the giant dick.
Just swinging, yeah.
A movie is terrible in the best way. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
it's one of those movies. Like, it's kind of like that whole Judd Apatow thing. It's like, it's problematic, except that you realize that they're making fun of themselves,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the past, right? And it's why I laugh when I watch it. It's like, yes, the men don't come off very well in these, and that is by design. Like, that's on purpose.
Yeah. And
And
it's
it's like-
like even the male characters when they get the girl are in disbelief that it's happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
Like it's never like the message of those movies isn't like I'm a schlub and you should love me anyway.
Yes.
It's that we're all fucked up on the inside
Yeah.
and like we should stick it out. Like
Yeah.
you know.
Probably my favorite cameo in This Is the End is fucking Channing Tatum's.
Oh my
Channing
god.
ain't yum.
Why Channing Tatum? I love him. It's so crazy.
My favorite story about that movie is that when I went and saw it with my high school girlfriend, I was laughing so hard and just with my whole body that she got mad at me and we had a fight after the movie.
You are famously toxic, so you know.
Yeah.
Right. It's very true. I'm also not like I can be very obnoxious in movies because I just when I think something is funny, I laugh very loudly.
I love it.
I just have such a good time.
You're the kind of person. Do you watch horror movies as well?
Oh, I
Theaters?
love horror movies.
Yeah. So I will say horror movies tends to draw that kind of audience of people who want, like, if they're going to theaters to watch horror movie, they want to like scream, right? But you're right, like, it's comedies are weird where it's like, and sometimes like these like highbrow comedies where people are like coming and it's supposed to be semi-serious, and I was like, but that was really funny and let's please laugh. Like, it shouldn't be weird that we're laughing right now.
Yeah. I typically like stray away from like the NPR comedy, like just because of like that kind of attitude where it's like when they
Yeah.
think it's funny, they just kind of go, huh. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
like actually laugh. Like comedy should just be silly and ridiculous.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, and that's not to
Kiss me,
say
Ricky Bobby.
there's no merit to the NPR comedy, but you know, it's like people who really enjoy the comedy of the New Yorker magazine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
I
you
do
can
know what
you
you're
can
saying.
you can have your tea cake and eat it too, I suppose.
I suppose.
I actually go for some tea cake right now. Yeah, it's so funny because like here's the thing: is I get New Yorker humor, like I get why it's funny, but my body doesn't laugh. You know what I mean? Which is such a good analogy for a lot of my relationship with highbrow stuff. Is that is like, oh, I'm not laughing because I don't get it. You know, like I'm with you guys. In fact, I would argue that is funny. I just don't. You know, I don't know. That's not what my life needs right now. Like I fucking grew up on fucking Billy Madison. Okay, that's where
Oh,
my
yeah.
brain's at.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a classic. It's so funny. No movie like my favorite comedies like of like the last like of the 21st century are like the things you would not expect. Like it's very much movies like White Chicks and like How High and
Yeah.
like Soul Plane, like movies that just like I know they're bad, but they make me laugh with my whole body.
Yeah.
Like and it's just so undeniably funny.
I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
recent movies that do that for me. I would probably say like, I know it's not that recent, but like Tina Fey stuff. You know, like Mean Girls always gets me. Always makes me
30
happy.
Rock is so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Third Rocks are one of my go-to shows to just.
It's just so
Oh.
great, man. Yeah.
I think I'm out of ink on this. Oh, good job, me.
Oh.
Not the Kim Jong Un one. I switched to another pen.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Manny, I found some good. I was just like finding through like song names to turn into issue names for the black metal book, and I found some good ones.
Oh.
So, well, the obvious one that I found was The Return of Darkness and Evil.
Ah.
There's With Doom I Come.
Yeah.
There's Unholy Black Metal.
Yeah.
Necromanical Screams.
Damn.
The Acclamation of Bonds. The Sun No Longer Rises. The Hallways of Always. And A Fine Day to Die. These were just some of the ones I wrote down.
Ooh.
There's also Revelation of Doom. I'm gonna write that one down.
Yeah, those are awesome. Those are
Because so many of them are just like written in either like Norwegian or like Elvish.
Yeah.
Like, it's so much. Like when you really like get into black metal, you realize how like 80% of the references are just like Tolkien references,
Yeah.
which is like at the heart of why I think it's such a funny subgenre, because it's just like really dorky asocial dudes who like cosplay as like Viking demons and like read Lord of the Rings, you know, and they put on face paint and like pretend to drink like goat blood, and they think they're like super cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you don't find the humor in that inherently, like, yeah. I know some of those guys are very self-serious. Like I've seen interviews and watched documentaries and stuff, but
That's
it's
crazy.
goofy.
Yeah.
It's very goofy. And when I
Like-
explained that to Ein, he was like, "Oh yeah, 100%." Like,
Yeah. I was about to say, like, when we talked to him about it, he seemed on board with what you were saying.
yeah. Because like at the end of the day, they're just dudes in bands, and if I can write anything, it's dudes in bands because I've, you know, hung out with those guys my whole life.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys want to see a dog?
Yes.
Yeah. Duh.
Look, it's Bruno.
Who's up? Look at that boy.
Ooh.
I like to pull my dog into my
Ooh.
lap, but he's an 80-pound pit bull.
Yeah.
He doesn't fit the same way.
Look at that guy. He's
That's a
adorable.
cutie pie.
Yeah.
He knows it. Oh, now he's resting on my arm, so I can't draw.
It's a drawing arm.
Yeah, I can draw. I can just draw on him
Yes.
with my sketchbook. Ah,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
by the way, I'll be dropping off in like 15 minutes. Our electrician's coming over in a bit. Our very hot electrician.
Oh.
Oh, I forget that it's 6 p.m. for you.
Yeah.
Look, it's still a little late, but he's just coming by to take a look at this one fluorescent bulb ballast that for even though I'm putting in new bulbs, it's not turning on. So I'll take a look at that. Then I can look at his ballast. That's nothing.
That's right. You can thrust in bulb him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're talking about peepees, right?
I'm talking about light bulbs.
Oh,
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm so sorry.
Talking about light bulbs.
This is
I'm
a Christian
into
server.
fixtures.
Yeah. Hard fixtures. This is a Christian server. MBG stands for May We Bless God.
Oh wait, Sam, did we tell you the news?
Yeah,
Yes.
I told
the
you.
news about, yeah, I know pretty much everything from the stuff this morning, Manny.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
all good.
But you guys were hot and
Well, I was gonna say with that note that MBG just became a whole lot less Christian.
No.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
But no, like literally, like Christian was also very Christian.
It's
yeah.
true.
I kind of didn't. Damn, that's good. That's a. I don't know if that, but it's a big cut.
No, but we love the homie. We want nothing but the best for him. We're sad
Yeah.
to see him go.
Yeah, it'd be what it be. That's
Yeah.
life. Life is hellos and goodbyes. Oh God, that's actually really nice. But like I said it like we all know that phrase.
Oh yeah, man! I figured out like a good topic to like either break down in a Substack or like do on this stream.
Hmm.
Because Criminal is coming out as a TV show.
Yeah.
Just do like a whole retrospective on all the Criminal books and talk about why, basically, I'm a comic book writer because of them.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And just talk about how good those books are and just like why people should read them and get ready for the Amazon show.
Seriously, man. And everything that Ed Brubaker makes, like also hopefully the Batman show that comes out eventually.
Yeah. God, I want that to come out so bad.
Yeah, same with Bruce Timm and it. I mean, come on, what do you like? Come on, they need to do it.
I was looking at the writing staff that they like announced preliminarily for Criminal, and like one of the main guys is a producer who like wrote a bunch of episodes of Gotham.
Oh, dude. Yes.
Which like Gotham isn't a great show, but I love it. Like, it's
Yeah,
so
I mean-
campy and ridiculous.
It's gotta be. I feel like that fits though with like the animation and stuff though, you know. So.
Oh, not the Batman show.
Oh, Criminal. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
He like is like the guy's like his name's Jordan Harper. He's a crime novelist, and he wrote a bunch of episodes of The Mentalist and then a bunch of episodes of Gotham. So,
That is funny. All right.
but apparently Brubaker wrote the whole pilot himself.
Okay. Cool. Very good. Very good. We like that. So it's got a lot, you know, some hands on it.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're gonna do. I wonder what they're gonna start with. You know, how they're gonna do it.
I mean, the first volume is all just about the bank job, right?
Yeah.
That goes wrong with
Yeah.
like Flawless or whatever his name is. So I think that's like a really solid. Like I wonder how they're gonna like pace it.
Uh huh.
If they're gonna just like make that like a whole, like one episode or a whole season, or how they want to break that up.
Yeah. But see, like having the bar in there and stuff, that makes me excited.
Yeah.
Gotta have the bar.
Yeah, I feel like
obviously.
TV will lend itself better to like juggling multiple storylines at once.
Yeah.
You know, like probably picking like 2 volumes of Criminal to like arc out over a whole season and have them intertwine.
Yeah.
And it would probably make the most sense to just do all the Lawless stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
because I think it's like volume 4 that's just all about him as a kid with like the comic book and everything.
Yeah. When he's stopping at the gas station when he's a
Yeah.
kid and stuff. It's just basically bringing him on a freaking crime wave.
Sam, you got to read these books.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, I was wrestling with Bruno. What are the names of the books? Gotham? Wait, not
Criminal.
Criminal. Oh no, I think one of you. Freaking our CEO recommended that to me. He's
Who?
It's like,
Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, Manny asked who?
Oh, DA, David Alpert.
Oh. Okay. Fuck yeah.
It's the comic book I recommend to people who like don't read comic books. Like I'm like, if you think you don't like comic books, yes you do. Read Criminal. Like,
Yeah.
it'll like I just feel like everybody can get on with like good crime stories, like heists and double crosses and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, is the new season of I should know this since I work at the company, but is the new season of Invincible? It's only 4 episodes, right?
Well, it's like 4 now, and then the other 4 are releasing like sometime this year. Like I can't remember if it's February or April.
I know some
But-
people were complaining, and I was like, but they're so good, so give the team time. Also, the team's really small, actually. The animation team.
And that
Really?
show is very good. I just binged and caught up with all of
It's
it
so
like a couple weeks
Like
ago.
I loved season 1. You know, I love the comics as well, but season 2, man, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I cried actually a few times. I cried during the Adam Eve special.
Uh huh.
The Adam Eve special is so good.
Yeah.
Because her whole thing is like, well, there's multiple layers to her story, but one of them is like she's queer and outcast coded, you know, and the whole thing with her and her like siblings basically,
Oh yeah.
was
Yeah.
so sad, right? It's because yeah, just I forget who the voice actor is for Adam Eve when we used
The
to-
adult is Gillian Jacobs.
That's right. Yeah, and then
She's my
but,
queen. I love her so much.
yeah,
Big
God
celebrity
damn.
crush on her.
You guys are probably not surprised to hear that we negotiate with the voice actor talent a lot, but they all, from what I can tell, love the show. So they obviously their agents want to make sure they get fairly compensated and that things are fair, but like there's a lot of love for the production and rightly so because everyone who's working on it loves it.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's just like such an impressive cast. Like just
Yeah.
the main
Seriously.
people.
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons and Sandra Oh and Steven Yeun.
J.K. Simmons is insane. Like I just like
Yeah.
he's the best. Also, he's jacked.
Seriously,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, dude.
Manny still hasn't seen Whiplash.
Yeah.
Oh, I have also not.
Oh.
It's on a lot of things. It's on a lot of streaming services. I think it's on Netflix, if not Max, right now.
Mm.
I think it's on. But I should watch it, huh? Especially because I used
Yeah.
to be a drummer. So
Wait, what?
I didn't know you used to be a drummer.
yeah, like in high school, I was shit.
Like drumline kind of stuff.
Drumline, and then I try to learn set. And actually, there's a part of me that wants to pick up set again.
Do it.
Because I never really gave it an opportunity to flourish because I ended up going to college after that. I joined college marching band, and then life happened. I just kind of lost track of time. Especially now that they have and well, they did back then, but they're much cheaper now as the electric sets. So I
Yeah.
don't have to like bother my family too much.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
have to hear you beating on rubber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I have the rock space.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
things are cool. Yeah, I will always advocate for people to take up music just because it's so physical and immediately cathartic.
I have thought about like during these lulls with art, more deliberately building in. I guess as video games usually takes this role for me, or finishing a novel, like reading a novel. It's just something that is not pictorial art, just to counterbalance and to like. They also all inform each other because when you engage with other media, it helps your creative juices, right? There's nothing. Creative block is from failing to live life, essentially, where it gets
Yeah.
stale, right? Your reservoir
Yeah.
gets stale. So, and I think I need to like also have a lot of, I mean, all the stuff we work on is pretty meaningful because we tell stories, but like my pieces are these like very distilled emotional beats, and it's like an alchemical operation, and I realize I need to allow myself to spend a lot of time at the front end just concepting, and that concepting could be literally just like half an hour of thumbnails and then just let it sit overnight because I don't think it helps me to rush through all of that.
Oh no.
Um,
Yeah, definitely not.
yeah. But for these same reasons, like it's funny, Manny. I was working on that demon piece,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of scrapped it, and I gave it a go. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm at peace with scrapping it. But one of the things I realized is like, oh, I don't actually like pure OCs. I like the challenge of interpreting something that is already given to me. And so in my case, it's almost as if I've gotten these creative briefs from tradition, right? From religious tradition.
Yeah.
And I'm doing a contemporary spin. I like that challenge, but coming up with a concept from scratch, I like it, but it's just not where my heart is right now. And so yeah, that was a really interesting thing to learn about myself, and it kind of altered my list of projects because things I want to work on. Because I was like, oh, I know how to concept, and I realized actually, if you look at my ref boards, if you look at my like mood boards, they're all pieces that are to help me interpret a character that already exists, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that was an interesting thing to learn about myself. I forget where I was going with that. I'm just rambling now. Thanks a lot for nothing. Talking about art on an art stream. I am gonna jump in about 5.
You're gonna what? Jump off?
Yeah, in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And jump onto this electrician's nuts.
Ew.
Really hot. He's also very straight and has a wife or a fiance, a woman.
So he
fiance.
says.
Well, actually, I mean, also, I live on the West Coast. Like, for all I know, he could have he could be bisexual actually. So I assumed he's straight, but I don't know that. Bisexual and have an open relationship. That's very common here.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, the
I would
one thing
love-
that makes me feel like I'm conservative and behind the times is like the abundance of like ethical non-monogamy. And I just like I'm like, am I the weird one who likes monogamy? Like, what's up with that? Like,
Not weird. All the because I'm very poly friendly. I'm very open to. I've been in poly relationships and they were very good actually. But all the books I've read that I respect, they all have like in the intro, they're very clear to say, we don't think this is more enlightened. You know, this is just
Yeah.
what works for us. But like monogamy has its own beauty. Dan Savage has this phrase that I love where he talks about monogamy, and he's monogamous. And he's like Dan Savage. Do you know who Dan Savage is? He's like the queer. Um,
I think
he's like,
so.
yeah. He's a public speaker, and he's gay, and he's like this just kind of was at the avant-garde of like sex positivity and all that. But he for himself has a husband, and they're monogamous, and he doesn't think it's better either. But he just said that it gives them opportunities to carve grooves into each other's souls, and I was like, that's cool, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
To
like
me,
that.
it's just more like, you know, it's the same. Like, I don't want to cheapen a relationship, but it's the same reason why I believe in working on an art project until it's finished. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
just the idea of commitment. It's not like as much like I definitely have dealt with like feelings of like jealousy and possessiveness in my time, and have come to terms with those. But like truly, like it's just like the value of like no, like if we say we're gonna do this, let's do it. I'm
Sure.
like I definitely like have flirted with like poly stuff, but it's like it's more I like define it more as like monogamy with like caveats, you know, like
Mhm.
Yeah, in my case, I'm poly because, or I'm poly friendly or poly kind of uh, coded because I actually don't think in this lifetime that monogamy works for me. But I don't universalize it, and there's a very simple reason why is because I basically, to put a very clickbait version of it, have lost most of my life because of my parents, right? Like my parents have a lot of weaponized incompetence. They parentified me, and they made me into a co-parent from essentially childhood. And now my mom's cashing in on that that project because I live with her, and that's another 30 years, right? I assume if she lives until she's about 100, which our genetics suggest will be the case. And so, and I actually don't resent that. I really don't. But I, in a way, have now a child. Essentially, my mom is my child that I have to worry about, right?
yeah.
So it's altered my perspective. Now, let me be very clear. I'm not closed off to it. In fact, it would be really cool if I were to meet someone who wanted a monogamous situation and could somehow link up with this organically. They'd probably be a really fucking cool person. So I'm not closed off to that either. It just like it gives me more peace to not count on it, if that makes sense. So if I were to do a relationship, it would probably be as the third, honestly. Like if there was like a married couple and they're like, "Hey, we'd love for you to come by and hang out," sometimes like, yes, amazing, that sounds great, because they still get a bit of the intimacy, but then I can just like dip out.
But
you
that
know?
also sounds like weirdly reflective of the relationship you had with your parents.
Well, which one? Or like how so? I think you're right, but I just
Well, in the fact that like you don't necessarily want to bear the brunt of the entirety of the relationship,
That's
but
beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
but you know,
I think that's right. I think that's right, and that's okay. You know, like it's like part of the trauma of my experience, and you know, one could say like you could learn to heal in a relationship. I'm like 100%, but if we take that tack, then we should try everything to heal. But it depends on what our resources are.
yeah. Well, the goal of a relationship also shouldn't be to heal.
I'll
Like
be
it's
oh,
not.
sorry, I'll be right back. Our electrician's here. I'm just gonna go and
Okay.
deafen.
Okay.
But yeah, man.
I get you.
But like the amount of things I see on like dating apps and like people I know, I'm like, really? Wow, that doesn't. Like, am I the weird one?
No, I'm there with you, bud. I couldn't do it. I barely have time for one person. How am I gonna do like 5?
Yeah. That's the other thing. I've also dated multiple women at once, and it was exhausting.
Yeah, exactly. Like I need to draw and I need to game. Come on now.
Yeah, and Shane Gillis had like the best. He was just like, so he was like talking about how he's like, oh yeah, you know, sometimes I just wish like after having sex with my girlfriend, she would just like evaporate, and I could just like spend time by myself. And the whole audience is like, oh, and he's like, oh no, no, you're right. I hate playing Xbox by myself.
Oh man, that dude's hilarious.
He's so funny.
Just evaporate. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I don't want to play Xbox. That's one thing about Biddy's relationship with his lady is they play Xbox together. They change the sticks on Skyrim. They switch off.
Dude, I used to do that with my ex in college. It was great. Or she'd be like, I don't want to do anything. Can you just play this video game and let me watch you? And I was just like, oh,
I
man.
love you.
she was like, yeah, like, have you ever played Fable? And I'm like, no. She was like, okay, you're gonna play all 3 Fable games, and I'm just gonna watch you. And, like, that was just like a winter of our relationship. It was just like me just playing Fable.
Oh man, that's wild. Yo, what's up, Cy Billy? How you doing? How's life?
Would it be funny if like they wake up in Blaze the Northern Sky? I'm just writing
Okay.
it while we're talking. Um, would it be funny if they're like Corpse Fucker and Daron like wake up in the truck after it's like crashed to the bottom of the chasm,
Uh-huh.
and then like the goat is like dripping ooze and it's like burning their skin, right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And they wake up and they're like trying to get out of the truck, and then like the goat head just like slides and like lands in their laps, and they just like freak out. They're like, "Oh, get out of the truck!"
Get out of the truck! Go, 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 go! Or what if it lands on the engine and destroys the engine?
I was thinking about that too, because I was thinking it could be cool to like have it destroy the engine, and then like the truck like blows up,
Yeah.
and then like the fires like light like, you know, like in fucking National Treasure when like he lights the torch and then like the fire line goes and like lights up the
Yeah.
whole like thing, like that basically happens where it like catches these like lines in the wall, and like the 2 lines just like shoot down this like chasm and then like into this like room like deep on the
Yeah.
other end.
Yeah,
Because I
that'd
was
be
gonna have
cool.
them like see a faint light and like walk to that was basically gonna be like their motivation for like getting like being like, where do we go? Well, there's a light.
Yeah, let's go.
Kind of deal.
Follow the light. Got you. Yeah, that sounds sick. All good, bro. What are you working on at the moment? I am working on a book of mine. This is like a dark fantasy kind of sci-fi thing. I got some pages penciled out, and now I'm just inking some. Inking some on stream, talking to Kevin, pitching ideas. You know, just chilling, making stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah,
I am Kevin.
he is Kevin. And Sam is here too. He just left momentarily, but
Where's old Big Ben?
Big Ben, I did not message him. He's probably busy doing family stuff, but
Yeah, I figured he would have seen the you going live notification.
yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I don't see him.
I'll hit him
online
with a tag.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Unless like a wrestling match is on right now.
No,
No,
that's Wednesdays.
that's Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, AEW is on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. How many people are in the Malgrader's Discord at this point? 34 plus 19 is 54, 53. Not bad.
Yeah. So far.
Yeah, for now, with basically no effort going into it, like
Yeah.
over the last 6 months.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
I'm like trying to like broaden my musical horizons and listening to other stuff, but I just still kind of always end up listening to like the same like era of like post-punk, punk, like early, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it's just like the Damned, Joy Division, New Order,
Yeah.
bands like that, Devo, the Replacements, all that good stuff.
You know, I need to put the replacements on more. That's what I need to do. I need to introduce Nate, this kid at work, to some replacements. He put on Joy Division and New Order today for me, so I was like, my man.
Yeah, that was me and Gray just like faded off the cookie, driving through the mountains, listening to goth music, and I was like, we're gonna listen to Joy Division and just throw on like all of Unknown Pleasures.
Yeah.
Gray also got me back into the Smiths a bit, because we listened to like
dude,
a
yeah.
whole Smiths record. like, I was like-
Yeah.
I know. Mizzy. Morrissey is such like a petulant, whiny bitch, but like I do love the Smiths.
Yeah.
Every time I listen to them, I'm like, I have to lie to myself, and I'm like, no, I don't like this.
Yes, I do.
But it's also just like, it puts me back into a time and place when I'm like in high school, you know,
Yeah.
like driving around, peeing on stuff. But of course, when I can't, I like physically, like I've like Pavloved my brain. I physically cannot write this book without listening to black metal anymore. Like
It makes sense to me, man.
I've tried to like listen to other music while writing it, and I'm like, this is simply not it. I just like,
I can't do it.
it just starts conjuring the dark images in my brain.
I can't believe it's only been 53 minutes and I got a whole row. That's crazy.
It's looking good. I love that close-up panel on the right.
It's just like, oh god. Then he gets smacked in the
I like what you're doing here with the diagonals on the panels above it,
Uh-huh.
where it's like his sword meets up with the hilt of the sword in the panel
Yeah.
above it.
Yeah.
Like that's definitely great. But then like you also have the dynamic kind of movement crossing it, like left to right, like with the
Mhm.
tentacle kind of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Just adds a lot of kind of frenetic energy to that
Yeah.
panel.
Just getting wild. And then we're gonna do some manga stuff. It just flips around, a little bit of animation at the bottom here.
Oh, by manga stuff, you just meant lots of speed lines.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna put speed lines in it too. So
There's my man.
there's Ben.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
Oh, dude, I had bedtime duties and like fell asleep while I was putting one to bed, and then I was like, oh, hey, I fell asleep. I should probably go see what's going on. Thank goodness I only like slept for like 30 minutes, but man, I was like, do I crawl in bed and just go to sleep for the night or what?
Nay.
You're hanging
Yeah.
with the boys.
Then I saw Kev's message and I'm like, I get to hang out. All right, I should probably.
Because we were talking about, Manny was talking about streaming like today, last night, and I was just like, well, let's get all the fellas together. Let's really do it.
Is Sam on? I saw like Sam's muted or whatever, but
Yeah, he's just like got the electrician at his house right now, so they're just dealing with that. Because he's on the West Coast, so it's not insanely late for him.
Yeah.
right. Oh my gosh, what's up, boys?
Oh, you know. Just
Oh,
chilling.
chilling. Writing some pages.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Roughed
By
out
writing
some,
pages is just being outlining.
Oh yeah. No, I roughed out some of the Western before I got on today, so
Dun dun dun.
hopefully be able to ink some pages in the next 2 weeks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nah.
And then
I'll
I'll
back
finish
when I
the
grab
comic
myself
book.
a seltzer.
Get you a seltzer.
Oh, I'm glad that you said that because I heard something different. That is like, I'm gonna go grab my belt, sir. And I'm like, wait a minute, why do you not have a belt on? I mean, it's fine if you don't have a belt. I mean, it's late at night. I'm not expecting people to wear that, to better.
I need my pajama belt. I don't know.
That's right. My evening belt.
Yeah, my evening belt.
But that's every time I get home from work. I'm always like, where's my evening belt?
Honey, where's my evening belt?
And I've been looking everywhere for that.
Daggone kids got my dang evening belt.
Alright, Manny, I'm gonna ask you a very important question.
What's up?
Have you started working on any of the Spawnuary stuff?
No.
Yeah, I forgot you wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's right. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. I mean, I was gonna do a spawn, like a fan spawn thing, fan art, whatever it's called, fan art thing of it. Anyway, and then I saw
Art
that
thing,
announcement. Yeah,
Draw
Art was gonna draw stuff.
in the thing, in the stuff.
Yeah, with stuff that you use in your hands. But yeah, I'm gonna do a gunslinger one. I think
Sweet.
maybe
You're
I can
gonna
plan that out tomorrow and then ink it on
Do it.
Thursday or something.
do it.
But we'll see. We'll see. I know Ryan's doing one, so she's gonna make something pretty sick.
I figured I'd just do one so that way I can at least take advantage of the hashtag and hopefully
Yeah.
draw some more eyes to everything else we got going on. So
Oh
True.
yeah.
Very true. Might as well, dude.
might as well. I'm just gonna draw stick figures with like a spawn head on it and be like, yeah, check out my stuff.
Yeah. I just,
Look at my shit.
Look at all the other cool things.
do that, but then like really like go crazy with halftone screens and stuff. It's like, what is this dude doing? This is crazy.
That's right.
I mean, what if you
Just
did that
had
as
all
like the
these
main
screens.
image, but then like it zoomed out and it's like Spawn or one of the enemies drawing the picture, you know?
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
So then it's like the detailed portrait of that, and then like a tiny like doodle.
I love it.
That'd be great.
Found I'm not very good at drawing guns. That's why I draw fake space guns, because I can just kind of make it up as I go along.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Played a lot
yeah.
of played a lot of Call of Duty in my time, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah. A lot of James Bond games.
Throw a big red sweater on me and call me Kool-Aid Man. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna sound so dumb, but like
No,
having a notebook with good paper and a good pen just for writing is like so much more comfortable than like cheapo utensils. Like obviously for drawing it makes sense, but you wouldn't think that just like writing on a page would have the same effect, but it totally does.
quality is quality, my friend.
Like my hand just glides across, and I don't get like hand cramps from tensing again, all like around the pen too hard.
Yeah. It's surprising what some good quality pens can do to you.
And then also just like the ink in the paper, like it doesn't bleed or read over to the other side, and it's just nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Which is
Sometimes
like
you gotta treat yourself.
no-brainers to you guys because you guys work with pens and paper all the time. But for a guy who just like scribbles notes frantically, it's made it all the difference.
Heck yeah.
Two roads diverged in nice paper, and I am the better. I don't know. Something witty and profound.
Ben's still asleep.
I'm
Ben, you're dreaming. Spin the top and see if you're still dreaming.
yeah. I'm alive.
There's a lot.
Why does that look like a butthole? My gun should not look like a butthole.
It's the butt
That's
gun.
you.
Well, I mean, that's true. I guess that's maybe my personal preference. May prefer it look that way.
I'm into poop guns, if that's what you're asking.
But
I'm into poop guns.
come in here and like completely ruin everybody's stream. It's like it was a good time until Ben started talking about crap guns.
Boom. Puck.
Ooh,
Oh jeez.
is that a cat?
That's my chair.
Meow.
Need a new chair up in here. Oh dear.
You do need a new chair. Either that or you need the WD-40 that thing.
Yeah. Bit of,
Simply
bit of
one
both.
of the greatest moments in television history is when Hank Hill cannot open up his can of WD-40, so he pulls a smaller can of WD-40 off of his belt holster and then sprays that can to open it up.
Shit was beautiful. Oh, daggone it.
Dang old shoot, man.
No, shoot there, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's like life is like a dang old Rubik's cube. You keep on twisting it up and get it right on one side, and then look over and it's all messed up, man.
Oh yeah. Some overlay.
See you guys surviving the storm, the wild, crazy storm out there.
Oh yeah, it's crazy over here. There is a tree in my neighbor's yard though, so like a
Just one?
yeah,
there's
big
just
ass
one
tree
tree?
though. Yeah,
Just a tree.
just a tree.
Damn. Someone should call the zoning committee and like, you shouldn't have a tree in this yard.
I just heard
Thought
like
we
a
said
giant.
no
Like,
trees.
I heard something big happen outside when I was just like in here doing thumbnails, and it was like raining wicked like hard and stuff. And I look outside later on, my mom's like, "Neighbor's tree's down."
It was raining wicked hard.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Also-
rain. It was raining.
Also, I'm here
wicked
now,
hard.
and Ben Hill's also here.
It's true.
Ben's
Hi.
here, Sam's here.
Damn.
Gang's all here.
Hello.
Hi. You're my friend. Hello.
You're my friend. I was just
Uh-huh.
saying the words wicked hard.
It's true.
Is that a East Coast thing? What's going on here right now? What's this?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
joking. I know Bostonian. Okay. I know Goodwill Hunting. Okay, I watched that movie.
Do you like apples? Because they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
True.
No.
Who says that?
Heard that.
Doctors, apparently. Big Apple, that's who says that.
Big Apple.
Yeah. The doctors are in bed with the fruit companies.
One of
Trying to
my
figure
favorite
out-
bits to always do is when you're watching a movie and they like establish a city skyline shot, and you know it's like a rom-com, like you know You've Got Mail, and it's like a sweeping shot of like New York City. You just go, ah yes, the Windy City, and it doesn't matter what city you're looking at, you just call it the wrong city name. It is endlessly hilarious to me. Shot of Chicago, the city of angels. Am I right, fellas?
Or
Ah,
the
yes, the
LA.
Big Apple.
The Big Apple.
Yeah.
Valid. Hey Ben Hill, do you want to do my art for me? But then I get all of the credit.
Yeah, can I sleep? And then I'll do art.
No,
Damn,
no, do it now.
I have to do it now. Okay.
No.
I was hoping.
Life.
I heard you had what electric people at your house.
Yeah, he's hot. Our electrician's really hot. But also, I'm stoked because we're gonna do, yeah, just like the lighting in our kitchen. Some of the light busted, but also I've just kind of hated the lighting there for a while. So I'm like, yep, this is how homeownership is. We're just gonna use the excuse to redo the lighting there. It's actually not that expensive. It's about $50 per new light. Like that includes labor, and I'm like, that's cool. Hopefully, he takes off his shirt when he works on it.
Are you gonna be?
You bring out the lemonade.
Yeah.
Are you
so
thirsty?
I
Oh,
wish we had a
it's
pool.
so hot out here. Oh, it's so hot.
It's literally 30 degrees right now in LA. He's like, I have 5 layers on. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but those layers are hot. Am I right? I mean, we should
Hey,
make a glass of lemonade.
She's like, I have to go. You don't need to pay me. Goodbye.
Are you sure? Just chase
I've
him out
got
the
hot
door.
lemonade. I mean, I've got lemonade. Oh, I don't know.
Trying to look at. It's been a while since I looked at new games. I'm kind of like in a lull right now, Ben, with art, and so I'm like, oh yeah, this is what we're. Kevin, what were you saying earlier before I rudely left you? But you were saying something really cool about my parents and about monogamy and about relationships. Anyway, you probably don't remember.
I mean, the rough gist of it was just you describing your kind of aversion to monogamy, kind of but the
A
appeal of you
virgin? No, I'm
being
joking. I heard you.
the appeal of like being a third to a married couple
Yeah.
directly mimics and reflects your upbringing is maybe a point of comfort, but also kind of the
It's
hands-off,
familiar,
low
and that's how
stakes.
those things go,
Like,
right? Those patterns
yeah.
are because they're familiar, which doesn't make them bad necessarily. It's just like a thing to observe, like that's
Yeah.
a pattern. Yeah, um, yeah. That's so good. That's gonna go into my therapy conversation next time.
You guys were going deep, and then I came in like poop talk.
Poop talk.
Oh,
Poop. You make poop
That's actually
talk.
where I'd like to return to be honest with you.
We can do that.
But maybe I should finally play Ragnarok, God of War. So here's the thing: is I heard that God of War Ragnarok is very good, but like it's the story's not as compelling. And I put about 10 hours into it, and that's what it felt like. But I also just might have been really tired when that happened, or I should just replay GTA 5 to get ready for GTA 6 whenever that comes out.
That's not coming out for another 3 years. I don't know what you're worried about.
Yeah, it took me 3 years to play GTA 5 again, so. I love I still I love it. GTA 5 was like because I was not living in LA, but I grew up in LA, and it made me love LA again. It just captured the fucking vibe of being in LA.
Oh, it really
man.
did. It really did.
Yeah. As you know, because you were just here, and like that was the one thing that you and Julio commented on. I was like, this freeway is from GTA 5. I was like, it is.
Yeah, I mean, really, like Los Santos is just like LA, but just kind of moved around a little bit.
Exactly, and like
Like,
some of the areas are a
bunch
bit more
squished.
condensed. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
And like basically north to south rather than west to east. But my counterpoint is that I do love GTA 5. I played through it probably like 3 or 4 times.
It's true.
But GTA 4, that's the one for me. I love that game so much. Just replayed through that last year, and I was worried that it wouldn't hold up. It held up even better than I remember. Just an amazing story, so well written. It's bleak, it's dark, it's sad. It's just my type of thing.
Yep. So good. Nico, cousin.
Oh, I'm adding
Yeah.
this. Did you guys see the trailer at the Game Awards for this game, Black Myth Wukong?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Dude,
Yes.
I just saw it on the. It's available, not for pre-order, but you can add it to your wish list on Epic Game Store right now. And I was like, yep, 100%. I want that game.
Oh yeah.
Ben Hill, do you know this game we're talking about?
No.
I'm gonna get the trailer. It's Do you know the Chinese myth of Wukong, the Monkey King?
Oh yeah.
Sun
Okay.
Wukong, yeah, who's like one of my favorite characters growing up. They're making a game based on him, and the graphics look fucking insane.
Dude, the gameplay looks wild. So
Yeah.
it's gonna
So
be.
you don't have to watch it now, but I'm gonna drop it in the little chat bubble. Where should I do this? Maybe I should do it in Twitch chat. You know, I don't know. Here, I'll
you,
just.
you can do it in the Discord, like in general chat or something.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, here we go.
I don't know. There's someone saying hi in chat when I like check to see if you guys were still.
Oh yeah, did you already see that, Manny?
Yeah. I saw.
Yeah,
I saw Burr. Message earlier.
But you can scrub through the video too, and you can see the graphics we're talking about. And the creature design looks sick.
Oh yeah.
But I'm all about like, there's not a lot of Chinese stuff in video games. There's a lot of Japanese lore. But I like that that's changing.
Oh yeah.
With some of your current 3D work, Sam, you should really be like, hey, you should make games with this cool looking stuff in it, because it's like the last thing that you posted was absolutely gorgeous. Like, holy crap!
The penis one?
No,
No, I'm joking.
Mm.
Thank you. This, yeah. Speaking of Chinese lore, Guan Yin. Yeah. Thank you. They,
I believe it was the huge dong. Yes. It was
yes. Yeah. Well, everything is a huge dong. If you can't hurt it, believe in yourself.
Godzilla's next big menace, the massive dong, mighty dong. Yeah.
But Ben, this is like, I don't know if you've experienced this. I have a strong suspicion the answer will be yes. Is like that I always have this like postpartum thing when I finish a major project like that, especially one that takes a lot out of me, even though it was really fun to work on. And I'm like, I think I need to build in that expectation more. like, gee, why am I tired and feel like I don't want to make art right now? It's like probably because you just like climbed a mountain, right?
Mhm.
And like, yes, there's a huge part of me that wishes I weren't like that, but that's just not this incarnation, and it's just not right now. But do you ever experience that where you're like, it's yeah, you work on some major project and then afterward you're like just drained?
I,
Actually,
I
that never
wouldn't
happened.
say, I wouldn't say that like so I'm not fortunate enough to like have a bunch of what I would consider major projects yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of fun stuff to work on, but there are times where I will have just these big bursts of energy and I have a lot of what I would consider successful drawings.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, there's definitely that feeling of wow, that was a lot of great output, and then I'm like, I feel drained, like the battery's depleted. Now you got to recharge.
It's so weird. Yeah, all that resonates with me. So it's so weird because I think so. You know, we always analogize, or it's typical to analogize with things like fitness, right? And there are definitely analogies to be made, but I think that like the being exhausted with fitness, there's a lot more of these like kind of tangible corporeal quality to it. I do want to say I know plenty of people who work out who forget to take breaks, but I have never had that issue. I think one reason I do have that issue with art, which is that I forget to take a break, is because so much of it feels like the very apparatus that is drained is like the apparatus that assesses what I want to do. Like it's so wrapped up with desire and these more nebulous and intangible qualities, right? And so I think that's why it's easy to moralize it as well, especially if you give a shit about art. So for me, it's like it feels almost like a character flaw that I can't get on with my next project, even though I know that that's not like what's going on, that's not what's happening. It's harder to be like, what's wrong with you? Like, shouldn't you want to do this? Why are you drained? Why are you tired? You should be motivated to make stuff. And I'm like, but I want to just be a potato for a few weeks, a few months sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got cool people like you hang out with, you know, Manny, and Manny's always drawing. And you're like, I don't know how you do it.
Oh, that's yeah.
There are times where I get tired just because Manny just constantly is working, and I'm like, I'm tired for you.
Yeah, Manny, how do you do it? How do you do it?
um.
The thing is, I don't think you do, because I know that you take breaks.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not as long as I need, but you definitely have had like periods the last year where you have to take a break.
Yeah. I mean, I've been trying to be better about it too. Like trying to be taking breaks more, because I remember being in Steven's workshop, and I was still in the chat, like in the voice chat at like 1 in the morning or something, and I was just
Yeah.
hanging out in there by myself, and then Steven joined and was like, Manny, go to bed.
Oh yeah, I remember because like I was also very active, but like I was
Yeah.
like could always count on you being in VC.
Yeah.
Like you, Gordon, and Nate were just there all
Yeah.
the time.
It's like Gordon and I would always be talking until like 5 in the morning, and then Nate would join, and was it Nick? What was his last name?
And Chiano.
Yeah, that guy was great. I don't know what he's doing now. I hope he's still drawing and stuff.
Yeah, he said hi to me recently, and that was it. He's still doing art.
All right, good.
I don't know.
I love that guy.
It's funny that some people can be not chronically online the way that I am. So
But yeah, I just remember Steven doing that to me. He literally went in there, told me to go to bed, and he's like, God, and then got off.
I fucking love that guy.
Oh, he's great. He's
If
the
you're
best.
listening, Steven Zapata, we love you.
I heart Steven Zapata.
Did you? Oh no, you're the one who mentioned that he just interviewed Dave Raposa.
I did not.
Oh
mention
yeah,
it.
from Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, and about
Yeah.
why he left Wizards because of I think because they're using AI more.
Yeah,
I
they're
saw that thumbnail.
hemorrhaging talent. I know it's like also like a hot button thing for their like actual fantasy writers and like copy editors.
Jesus.
Yep.
It's happening.
Did you guys see Wacom came out with an apology?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, it was fine.
What?
It was a fine apology. They were like, yeah, like the vendor said that they didn't use AI. So, but it's sort of like, yeah, but I feel like you
Should
like
just
it was
hire
pretty obvious
somebody.
to me that it was AI generated, like just from looking at it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like why not just hire some illustrator to do it? And
Well,
rather
100%.
than, like,
Yeah. And pay them
Was
like
it-
I'm sure you could have just paid like $1,000, $2,000, and that's not even that much for you guys. So
Because you make it
Was it
all in
promo
one
art?
sale.
yeah.
Was it
God.
promo art that they were caught using AI or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a picture of a dragon because they were like celebrating the upcoming year of the dragon, and which is cool. But it was like, God, that is such low hanging fruit. Like there are so many artists who would have been glad to like draw a dragon for Wacom, right? Like
Yeah,
so it's
that
just
use their
for your
product.
funds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, jeez, man. I'm glad I got Huion. I haven't heard anything bad yet about Huion.
I do use a Wacom Intuos, and I do love it. Dude, I keep eyeing the fucking Canvas Pro, especially after you said how much you love your 22. 24? You have a
24.
22 or
Yeah, I got the 24.
And I don't know that I have space for. Well, here's the thing. I have a second monitor. In fact, the monitor arm I have was for my older Huion
Yeah.
Canvas. So I guess I do have space. I do have space for it. Am I gonna get no? Am I gonna get a pen display? Pen displays make actually less sense for sculpting. Like I know
Really?
plenty of sculptors who still use it, but yeah, because you don't really. It doesn't really matter that you can touch the screen. Like, whereas like for like line work, right, and painting to a degree, it does make a difference.
Yeah.
But I feel like
I don't
it's
know.
yeah, go ahead.
I feel like the freehanding aspect of like a pen display that would be nice for sculpting,
Yeah.
especially when you get into like the weird like NURBs and curves and stuff like that of like 3D stuff.
That is valid, and especially like yeah, when you get to the tertiary details, with like if you have hair, like a beard or something, that's essentially drawing actually. So
Yeah.
yes, good point. I tend to honestly a lot of times when I do the base forms, I actually use my mouse. It's actually just easier that way. But the moment I start to need to make that kind of fluid movement, it's immediately to a tablet. And I guess yeah, that's a good point. I guess in that respect, it would be better. I didn't realize you were a Huion spokesperson. That's who we are.
No, I don't know anything about nothing. I just have done enough like 3D modeling to know that I will never ever do 3D modeling. It's like,
I weirdly love it. I love it. It's just I have all these theories as to why, but at the end of the day, I think it just comes down to like different folks, different strokes, you know?
Mhm.
yeah, I really
yeah.
enjoyed like the painting and the texturing aspect of
Yeah.
it. I just didn't really like the actual like raw sculpting and like.
Sure.
But you have to remember too. I specifically did it with the intention of those models being used in a game development environment. So like
That shit is
You know,
painful.
the polygon counts really matter, and
Yeah.
so like doing things like you can't just make it look good. It has to also
Yeah.
be as like economic as possible, which is very difficult.
Like I am happy to say my topology for the last sculpture was actually quite good. My poly count was pretty decent, and I was able to control it. Like Z remesher kind of went off without a hitch. So I'm really proud of myself because I still have to like unwrap UVs and then do a bit
Yeah.
of texture and all that. But
Oh god,
it's
you know
not-
you fucked up as soon as you start unwrapping.
yeah, and it's like I'm just gonna hang on this for the next 3 hours, and you're like, that's no good. But you're right that it is a totally different concern if you actually have to have like a game or animation ready thing. Like and I don't think I would like that. I don't think I would like that.
Oh, and building rigs is also a no for
I think
me.
you-
I hated rigging.
That's like a full ass time job. We have
Yeah.
a tech artist who focuses on that, not just rigging
Yeah.
obviously, but that kind of more technical
Yeah,
stuff.
it was like I didn't have to like rig for my actual games, but I had to like learn how to rig when I was doing classes for that stuff, and so I have an infinite amount of respect for people who do the modeling and rigging and animating because that shit is so tedious.
But it's going back to like how you don't like raw sculpting, is I know a lot of people who don't, and I like I enjoyed drawing tonight, but like it's not where my heart goes. And it was really interesting. I was hanging out on Pete Morbacher's Huckleberry server, and a bunch of people were talking about like developing how to draw from imagination, draw form from imagination, and like where you do like the turnaround practice, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm watching this, and I respect it, and I think it's really cool. But in the back of my mind was just this like loud voice that was like, "Damn, you get all that stuff for free as a 3D artist. Like you get perspective for free, and you get, in a way, I get anatomy for free, right? Because if I understand what the muscle is, I don't need to worry about how it appears on the page because it just gets solved for me. So so I guess like, and actually, there's a really experienced artist, Ash Kirk, who's on there. She's a mod, and she's done both 2D and 3D. She's done work for MTG actually, and Guild Wars as well. And
wow.
and she was like, yeah, and she's like, the thing is, it's not better or worse. It's just different. And like with 3D, when you have the forms solved for you, you can focus on things like design. And I was like, yes. But then there's certain design that is easier in 2D, right? Especially if you care at all about shape design.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot harder to do that in 3D. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's like I don't have to choose personally, but it is interesting to see, yeah, different folks, different strokes. That like for whatever reason, I express myself more easily through 3D than 2D. Man, it just be what it is.
It's just like easy, like not easy or more intuitive to do that, you know? Or just-
I think so. I mean, I feel like you tell me with 2D, but watching you draw, I'm not saying that it's easy for you all the time, but it feels like it's intuitive for you. I mean, it's really hard because like, how do you compare? But would you say that that's true for you?
Um,
It's like, hey, fish, are you wet? That's kind of what it up here.
But you have to remember, like, in like the level of being intuitive also comes with like time and experience.
Yeah.
Of course, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just uncanny how quickly I became intuitive with 3D, given I only started like, when did I start 3D
Dude,
stuff?
it's like last year?
Like August, July?
Something
Something
like
like
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was
now,
fast.
of course, like, yeah, it's way faster than drawing. Now, of course, we have to understand that the drawing was part of that too, right? So all of the
Yeah,
history with drawing also came into it, and painting. So it's all interrelated. But still, even accounting for that, it felt like I came home, I guess, when I started sculpting.
Dude, yeah, I remember just going on Instagram one day and I was like, oh, that's a cool skull. Holy fuck shit, it's Sam.
I actually, Ash, the artist that I really respect, he's like, wait, you did this? I thought when I saw it on your IG that you were just sharing somebody else's art. I was like, that is the best compliment that I could ever possibly get. He's like, this is so good. I was like, thank you. I love you.
I was just like, Sam's doing 3D modeling now? Or sculpting? That's insane.
And by the way, I hope that came off okay. Like, I don't think I'm like fantastic, and I think I can improve. Just like I'll spend the rest of my life improving, but I recognize that like the speed with which I learn 3D, and also like that there's a certain finesse to it and a certain expressiveness to it that like I think comes from a deeper place.
Yeah.
I'm able to get that with drawing. I think I was able to pull that out of me with Inktober on several occasions, but it was a bit more painful on the way out, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. You know? Because there's always, it almost feels like I have to squeeze my brain to understand how the form looks from that angle. And it feels like that's not an issue that my friends have, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I definitely have bad drawing days and stuff to where something is like something that I usually can draw is just extremely difficult, like a hand or like a foot in a weird position, you know. So some things there is a challenge, like there is like a battlefield going on in some cases, especially with like comics where I'm like, all right, what's the best angle for this scene? And then I'm trying to figure it out and I'm like, I literally cannot draw it that way, the way I want to.
Right.
So I'm just
Right.
going to compromise with another angle and just the story is getting written like that, you know what I mean? So so it's just like a lot of problem solving kind of thing with that and just compromising a little bit.
Yeah, I guess a lot of this comes down to like, not that it's easier, but like what are the challenges that you want to face? You know, it's
Yeah.
actually framing it that way. It's not that sculpting has come easily to me. It's just that I enjoy solving these specific set of problems.
Yeah.
You have a specific set of skills.
They have a specific set of skills.
I'm the Liam Neeson of ZBrush.
I will find you, and I will sculpt you.
Oh, I can watch John Wick tonight.
Hey, always watch John Wick every night.
Manny, John, yeah, that's not even a. It's like Manny breathing, just John Wick.
Yeah.
But oh my god, when I was in Pittsburgh, me and Gray were like drunk one night, like just throwing on something to watch, like before we were falling asleep, and John Wick was on,
Uh-oh.
and he was just like, "Oh yeah, man, I haven't seen this movie in a long time since you first made me watch it back in
What?
college," and I was like, "Wait, you didn't see the other ones?" And he was like, "No, man, are they good?" I was like, "What?
What? Alright, get a Red Bull, dude. We're staying up.
So good."
Yeah. Oh, man. They're all just fantastic. I love them.
I'm listening to this black metal band called Gehenna right now.
Uh-huh.
Hot.
And like like when I'm on Spotify on desktop, they always populate like about the artist information, and the opener is just fire. According to some gospels, when Jesus Christ referred to hell, he often used the word Gehenna, which was actually the name of Jerusalem's garbage dump, where fires were constantly kept burning to cope with the city's refuse.
Whoa.
That
Fast
is
forward
true.
roughly 2,000 years, and the name was adopted by one of Norway's most influential black metal bands.
That's crazy. That's pretty intense.
Yes, that's all true.
It's all true. Oh, yeah, baby.
It's some real goblins in the forest music.
Yeah. Yeah.
With like organs and synthesizers and
That stuff is so cool. Getting punched in the face. Getting punched in the face, yeah.
Oh, you know, if I had to splurge on something, you know what I'd actually splurge on before a new pen display? A 3D printer.
Dude. Even a resin printer would be sick, but I know that's a bit cost. Like that's a lot of money.
I'm a rich lawyer, so no, I'm joking. I've already got some recommendations, and I'd probably just put in my. We gave up on trying to park in our garage, so it's just my gym now. But then the half of it's storage. But that would be a good place for it, so you don't like breathe in
Yeah.
particles. Yeah.
And also, like, you don't have to worry about someone walking in, like, putting a breeze on the print or like on the machine while it's printing, you know, because that
Yeah.
can. I mean, also depends on what machine you get, if there's an enclosure or not. But yeah, 3D printing it's awesome. My
Like,
buddy had
damn, we
one.
love this minifigurine, but why does it have cat paw marks all over it?
Yeah,
Damn
seriously.
it! Oh, hey Oliver.
Because
Are
they're
you
just-
okay?
that's enough writing.
You did it.
Putting the notebook down. Well, I just realized I wrote myself into a very good spot where I was like, oh man, themes. They just happen naturally. I just like paced myself well, you know?
Yeah.
Basically, like while Satan is talking to Melkor, he's like, you know, preaching the tenets of Satanism and the power of the individual and stuff, and then like while they're deep in the chasm, like reading like old Nordic runes on the walls, like Darren is explaining like the history of like Christian colonization and like how the Vikings and like the Nordic people were like killed off and colonized by the Christian Crusaders. So you just like have the two histories like paralleling one another while they're separate, you know? And I just
Yeah.
like didn't even like intend to do that, but I was like, what's gonna happen down here? And I was like, I'm just gonna do this. And it just like I just kind of did it on instinct, and I was like, hell yeah.
That's pretty dope. That's cool. I could just hear the Viking music playing in the background as
Exactly.
as that scene is happening. You know.
Yeah, exactly that.
Something like that. I don't know. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be like totally cool.
That would be like totally cool. Like, look at these ruins, bro, on these swords, you know? It's pretty cool, bro.
Like total Viking badass bros. That's totally sick.
Should we
Big
like
axe.
totally activate these and like totally swing them on demon, you know?
It's so hard for me to not like write these characters as like Metalocalypse characters.
Yeah.
Like it's just the voice I hear in my head.
I think we should probably use it. Yeah, that would be pretty good.
You're telling me you take this lobster and it starts blue and cold, and then you boil it until it turns red, and then you eat it? That's the most fucking metal thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh, that show, man.
It's so good.
Can't believe Mark Hamill was a freaking general in that stuff, man.
Yeah, he's also the main producer guy. Like,
No way.
yeah, you know who's like always in the room with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah.
he's like the manager of the band.
Yeah. Gosh.
By the way, I just realized that I haven't really played a AAA game on my fancy gaming PC, which I got for 3D art. I should do that. Skyrim it is.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
dude, like that's literally like I built this PC to do like game dev stuff, and then like after I had it built, I was like, wait a minute, now I have a really strong PC. I can play
Yeah.
video
The
games.
video games.
Oh my god, this is awesome! Like,
I pretty much invested money into the PC so I could be like running all the programs and possibly do like 3D modeling and stuff. And then yeah, it's like, well, pretty much made a gaming PC, so I'm ready, dude.
Yeah. Game, brah.
Get 2 birds stoned at once. Boom. Getting punched in the face.
in the face.
In
Take
the
that, Bones.
face. Although your mind isn't as dumb as your legs.
You guys ever realize how stupid the human body is?
Yes. Often.
Yeah. Every day, I look at myself. No. No.
I was sketching out the idea for the spawnuary thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, the body doesn't move like that. That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, well, it should move like that because that's what I want it to do, but because anatomy is the way it is, this will look really dumb if I keep moving in this direction. So I was like,
But
I
I
probably
mean-
should look at some life drawings.
You could. Or just commit like Todd McFarlane did, you know? He didn't know anatomy, he just...
Just keep pushing it, man.
Yeah.
Muscles rippling on top of muscles.
Because I remember listening to one interview with Todd McFarlane, and then when the interviewer was like, yeah, you're like sense of anatomy and stuff, and then Todd McFarlane looks at the interviewer and he's just like, anatomy? That's all wrong, dude.
He was talking to, what is it, like Matteo Scalara
Mm-hmm.
on his podcast, and his math was art math.
Art math?
Yeah, so he was talking essentially about, and I'm going to completely butcher this, so everybody else can tell me I'm stupid, but it's like there's so many people in this world, and you know, while I'm out on social media, I'll post something and I'll have like 2 million, or not 2 million, but you know, so many million people like my stuff. But in the
Yeah.
grand scheme of things, like 2 million people across the globe is so close to zero. He's like, but then I'll have something that I'll post, and there'll be 5 million people that don't like it, but still
Oh, I
5
saw that,
million when you
yeah.
look at it in the grand scheme. Yeah, did you see this? Where he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's so close to zero. So he's like, honestly, you're doing everything out there. Like, if you're not doing it for the fact that you love what you're doing, like, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
Like, so just do stuff that you love. Like, don't do things because you think people are gonna like it. Do it because you love to do it. And I was like, holy crap, that's such a good message.
Yeah.
Wait, who said it? I love that.
Todd
Who-
McFarlane.
McFarlane.
Oh yeah, well I'm all in.
Uncle Todd. The
Yeah.
Todd father.
Papa Todd.
Papa Todd.
But
I still love like his Spawn cartoon from back in the
Oh, dude, it's sick.
90s. Oh my god. Well, just his voiceover as the narrator,
Yeah.
because he's really toned down his Canadian, over the years. But
Yeah.
back then it was like, gritty alleyway, dark, desolate. Spawn is about to find somebody that needs vengeance and needs to pay. And I'm like, oh, he's so Canadian.
Yeah. It was so cheesy too, and I loved it.
Oh, it's super cheesy. You know what I wish they would bring back, or what if I could find it? Did you guys ever watch The Max? It's on like MTV.
No, I never
No.
watched the Max. No.
Oh man,
My
I need to see it.
my friend who was my instructor in college, Josh Bricker, he was like obsessed with the Max. Like he was like, dude, it's like messed up, man. It's crazy. Like, because I came in there into his class and I was the comic guy. I wanted to do comics, and then it brought him back to, the image stuff, the old image stuff that he used to look at, and the Max was one of them. And he would talk to me about it all the time. And he's like, have you seen that? Have you like read those books or anything? I was like, I know the character, but I never like got into it or whatever. And he's like, yeah, it's a really messed up story, but I think you'd like it, or at least the art. Yeah.
Yeah, the art was incredibly stylized. I mean, trying to think, there were a couple of like Max and Batman comics
Yeah.
because of it, and like the style was so different from anything else that was out there at the time. It was really cool,
Who did that book? Who did the Max?
dude. This is before like I tried to remember artist names. I'd have to look it up and cheat. Can't think of it off the top of my head.
It's all good.
His women always remind me, like, Frank Frazetta has very,
Sam Key.
very,
Sam.
there you go.
I knew it was something with a K. Just couldn't remember. But Frank Frazetta? What about him?
I was just thinking, like, Frazetta draws really voluptuous women, and, like, the way that Keith drew them, it was, like, really voluptuous women, but just with so much more edge to them. I don't
Yeah.
know. They just looked, because Max was kind of set in this very jungle, almost prehistoric style setting, and
Was it?
like, the women were like scantily clad, and well, now that you ask, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. It was like the women I always remembered seeing Sam Keith draw were like the Savage Land Rogue style.
Uh-huh.
So like real loose fabric, very
Yeah.
torn, ripped. That was kind of what has stuck in my head. Was that always the case? I don't know. Maybe it did kind of go back to New York-ish.
Yeah, because he was like a homeless guy or something that could turn into the Max, right? Or something.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's all I know. Because I do remember seeing like the buildings and stuff. There's probably one though where they like do a jungle setting kind of thing. or like the trips that homeless guy goes on, like the main character maybe he just like trips out and he's in the jungle. I don't know.
Right.
He did whatever he wanted, man.
Now I need to go see if I can't find some. I need to ask Ben or Jermaine to check their archives and just can you pull me some Max comics if you guys have any? Now I want to buy some.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, killed the conversation.
Very good. No.
Sorry, I've been farting, and I just went on mute. That's okay.
Oh, I'm just playing some Magic the Gathering, chilling.
Speaking of playing, I just found the Mega. Yeah, I've just been like just browse, but for some reason it's very comforting. So
Wait, what was that, Sam? You turned into a robot.
sorry, yeah, this happens sometimes. I've just been scrolling Steam, and now I'm eyeing the Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
Oh yeah, that shit's good.
Dude, I was upset. I mean, it'd be really fun to actually sculpt some of these characters.
Do it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I had a crush on Zero. Is that his name?
I don't know. Is that the dog?
No, it's the like his ally who has like long hair and wears red. Mega Man's buddy. Mega Man's gay roommate.
Mega Man's hot gay roommate.
It is Zero. Yeah. It is this guy.
Was the dog's name Roll? Was that it?
Roll was the gal. Ow.
Oh, Roll was the girl.
What is the dog's name? Wait. Why can't I find it? I promise I'll find it.
This is why I will not be doing the Mega Man comic. Ever. I don't even know the characters.
Rush. The dog's name is Rush.
Rush.
That would be cool to sculpt too.
Yes to all. Click.
You mother.
Did you just get pwned on Magic?
Yeah. This deck was doing some wacky things. Couldn't keep up.
No, dang
Yep. Dang it.
I need to pull a propane card. Propane and propane accessories.
it. Oh, fine.
I need to learn how to draw arms. Why can't I arm good right now? Arm not good.
Arm not good.
Just touch your own arm. Touch it. Touch it.
Touch it.
Touch it. I also get Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Objection! That's all I remember from Ace Attorney.
That's
Oh,
half my day.
objection.
I just say that.
Objection.
Just sitting in your home office. Objection! Overruled. Damn.
It's Robert Kirkman in the background. Overruled.
Dang you, Kirkman!
Kirkman.
Mr. Kirkman.
I see. I have a weird way of making voices for characters that are traditionally Hispanic in nature. Actually, wait, Bane wasn't Hispanic, was he? Was he Puerto Rican?
That's technically Hispanic, right?
I mean, don't they like to kind of shoehorn their own, like, we're Puerto Rican, not. I don't know. I don't want to claim that I'm stupid. I'm white when it comes to that.
I'm white.
No further comments, Your Honor. My client chooses not to incriminate themselves further.
Honestly, this whole time, you guys have just like, this is just my job. Literally every day.
You're not helping me, Sam.
You're out of order.
This whole courtroom's out of order.
Leading the witness is what? Where? To where?
Yeah. I would like a 10-minute recess.
Sustained.
I'm gonna go play with my Legos.
The
There you go.
defense is wrong.
It's overruled.
Yeah. See if I
Can we sidebar here, Your Honor?
Sir, we just sat down. We haven't even started the trial.
Xbox controller. I'm not trying to play Mega Man with my keyboard. There it is. Hey. Yo.
You.
You.
Oh man, I gotta look at the boots again. What do the boots look like?
Boots
The
make it
boots.
His boots.
The boot, Manny. It's all about the boot.
It's the boots. It's the boots, Captain.
Next thing you know,
there's
you
only one thing I'm looking at on my page.
It's like perfectly cropped. How about this? I block it out now. Can't see it. It's censored. Boop.
Mega Man. I like that I was talking about using my very fancy gaming rig for a fancy game, and now I'm gonna play Mega Man.
Hell yeah, you are.
That's great. Yeah, I think.
It's on sale right now, so it's only $8 for the entire collection. It's Mega Man X through X4.
Oh.
X-Force.
Yeah. My name's Manny. Yeah.
Man, he's making brush noises again because he's using digital.
I'm using digital. Yes. Yes.
It's like
Don't
how
you do that when you're doing your digital drawings, Manny? You just like make the sounds of what the pencil and brushes would make.
Yeah. With my mouthpiece.
Yep.
That is literally Manny and I's like creative process for describing panel breakdown. It's like, and then he goes like, "Wow," and he's like, flies in. Yeah, we like just hand gestures and noises with our mouths.
It's like we're playing with toys.
Dude, that's so good.
Basically it.
It's like the one, what is it, like YouTube clip or God, dude, brain not working. But it's the surfer guy trying to describe the way that he was out there surfing. He's like, first you went over the barrel and it was like, "Whoa," and it was like, "Whoa."
It's like, "Shibba."
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've got it.
Zupa.
He's all like, hit the pipe, smack the lip. Bah! Have the hand knowledge. There you go, bud. It's over for you, bud. You ain't doing nothing there, bud.
Mm.
Don't! He's gonna do nothing! Don't!
You know that Todd McFarlane thing that you were talking about, Ben, of like do what you love? What if sometimes I don't want to make art? Is that okay?
Perfectly fine. Don't do it. Play video games.
Yeah.
point.
Although I know what you're saying is correct, it's just an interesting thing that I feel like I have to ask that question. Because it's like I finally got to a point where I accept that I need to take breaks. But I guess in my mind I'm like, but you should still always want to do it. And I'm like,
No.
that actually doesn't even make sense when you say it out loud, but like it just feels like, well, there's always be this nebulous desire to do it, and I'm like, no. And it's like in the abstract, yeah, in the abstract I want to sculpt, but like right now when I look at my project list, I'm like, I don't really want to work on any of that tonight. That's what it feels like.
Oh, it's completely fair. And it's when it becomes one of those things where you're purposely coming up for excuses and then hating yourself afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, that's just essentially a self-fulfilling, like, loop of punishment.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes bad. But, you know, taking breaks and recharging. I mean, the nice thing is, once you find whatever that inspiration is, or whatever that piece that finally is satisfied with relaxing to find that next surge, like, that's incredibly beneficial. Pushing
Ben
yourself
Hill
and
is so-
burning yourself out is not always a good thing.
Yeah.
Hey, how come you guys let Ben Hill in here? He's all healthy and shit. He's all like, look at me, I'm reasonable and I care about your well-being. Sam, get the F out of here, Ben Hill.
You
Oh,
get
wait,
out of
wait,
here
wait.
with that bullshit.
Wait, Sam,
No.
you should. Why are you playing games? Turn that shit off. What are you doing? Get back to work.
What are you, my Asian father?
Yes,
Honestly, the answer to that is yes. Yeah.
yes, Sam, get back to work. Go, do it.
My father passed away and he was replaced by Ben Hill. That's morbid. That's morbid. Morbid humor. Oh, hopefully that's not loud. Sorry. I'm playing. Oh, it's like on an emulator window. Very strict. Oh, sorry, it's so loud. Sorry, it's so loud.
Who are you sorry? You saying I can't hear anything? You're
Wait, how
just
do I- oh, God.
apologizing.
How do I get out of this?
It's so loud. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait, I can't hear anything.
Wait, can you guys hear it though?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. That's just me then.
Yeah,
Is there
you're,
no way
you're
to change the
apologizing for
audio
that
in
thing.
game?
Is there what?
I don't understand why the game audio is so loud.
Yeah, every time I open up a new game, it's just like it's like so
Yeah, it's just
deafening.
like Jesus. Okay, options.
Is it the same reason that advertising, like no matter when you watch a commercial on TV, it
It's
just
just louder.
is 100 decibels louder than the regular TV you're just watching?
It's like everyone was whispering in the movie or the show. I had to turn it up, and now it's just top level.
Are you suffering from cramps and pains, and do you need a way to not poop yourself in the middle of the day? Take this I was just listening to a show. Why are you screaming at me about poop medicine?
Help, I'm falling and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that Discord is identifying that I'm playing this right now.
Oh yeah,
No,
Discord always knows
I'm a
what you're
serious
doing.
artist.
Yeah.
Don't judge me.
Yeah.
Discord says, get back to work. Discord is your father, Sam, not me. See?
I am your father. I love go.
God, I remember these graphics being so state of the art, but they do not feel that way right now.
No, they're
Damn,
a hot
that's
pile of
making me
crap at the
back.
moment.
Oh shit.
Mega Man was one of my least favorite. I died all the time. It really made me mad.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
I remember being pretty decent at it back when I had more hand-eye coordination.
Turns out that helps. It's crazy. It's like that's why I can't play Call of Duty now. Cause all those 14-year-olds. I
I've
would
said
like-
it once, I'll say it again, man. You'll never
Yeah.
be better at FPSs than a 14-year-old on Adderall.
Just quick snap. Quick snap.
Oh man, they're just so twitchy. Bing, bang, boom, nailing you. Zip, zop, zoom.
He's teabagging me. No, you're taking my move. No.
I used to do that to NPCs. Why are you doing that to me? I'm a real
Yeah.
person. I have kids.
No.
I want my family back.
Sugar.
Yeah, that makes Taken a completely different line. I used to have a certain set of skills. Now I can't play first-person shooters anymore.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah, now my skills are completely irrelevant.
Was that before or after he fought Batman? Faked his death. Had a family. His daughter gets kidnapped.
I'm playing video games.
Hey.
Hell yeah, you are.
Cool.
Oh no, mini boss. Scared.
What you doing with all that treasure, friend?
What you doing with all that treasure? Speed line.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. That is also very good.
Heck yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Cool. So I got half this page done.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Keep doing things. Keep making stuff.
Don't stop.
Why do you act like you're done? You're not done.
You're never really done. That's what my high school
for
teacher would
damn
say.
sure.
Yeah. Well,
That's for
you're
damn
never
sure.
really done. I never gave you a 100 on anything. I'm gonna take a water break.
Water.
Water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Gatorade.
We get it. You're cool. Good God, that card is fucking nuts.
If peeing your pants is cool, then consider me Miles Davis.
Mm. Oh yeah, hydration is good. My body needed that. Oh my god, it's crazy.
Good God.
He just keeps going.
It keeps getting owned. He's got the expansion deck.
Hacks.
So,
He's just doing some wacky business, is what he's doing.
that's gonna be the name of my next company.
Wacky
Wacky business.
businesses.
Wacky business.
What kind of business do you do? The wacky kind.
What are you,
A
wacky?
lot of
What are you,
influences.
wacky? You are today, boy.
That's right.
Mm-mm. Oh yeah. Boom. Got that. Got this. We're just zipping around.
Whee!
And then we'll do that. Do this. Do this. You know. Do lots of overlaying because that's what
Good
makes it
fucking God.
3D.
Guys, my hand-eye coordination's not as good as when I was, 13.
Yep.
Wait, oh, how do I jump up here?
It's the fucking way she goes.
Yeah.
There we go.
Did all that without. Oh my God. Straight up not having a good time.
Did you bring the lube?
Yeah.
After I lost, I got a little message that was like, "Did you have fun during this match?"
Hell no.
It's just like
Trolling.
smiley face, frowny face,
Yeah.
like a customer service survey. No, I did not have fun. Thank you for asking. Alright. My eyes hurt. I can't look at screens anymore. I need to
No.
close them.
Okay, bye, I
Fellas,
like your face.
always a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Peace and love.
Peace
Kev,
and
thank
love,
you for
dude.
yelling at me and having me come on here.
Of course.
Get on
Anytime. Alright, y'all. See you
Alright,
later.
see you, bro.
Later.
He's hot.
You're hot.
Me?
Yeah.
I feel hot. I
feel
need
hot.
to turn the AC on.
I think I'm sick.
They have a fever. Oh god.
uh,
Why are there so many gun belts? Cause it's a McFarlane. If not, it'd be a Liefeld. Then even more gun belts.
Oh yeah.
And pockets. And pockets.
Pouches.
Thank God there aren't as many pockets.
But the pouches.
Oh yeah, pouches on pouches on pouches.
Dude, Pouch Man. Best. The best.
He should have just made a character called Pouch Man. I mean, essentially that's what Cable was, but
Yeah.
he really should have just had one. Pouch
Didn't
Man.
he do like a parody thing, or is just like a pouch, like a dude just pouches all over the place?
I'm sure he did. I don't know. Nothing's
Yeah.
springing to mind, like, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Hey, Cy Billy, Burr, I probably not gonna be on much longer. Probably gonna finish this guy right here and then call it a night.
How dare you?
Yeah, because I do.
Now
have
I'm
to, like,
working
go to
on
work.
Spawn.
Yeah.
I thought I was done with my last page before I started putting the kids to bed for Time Police, and then I got feedback, and I'm like, I don't wanna do this feedback right now. Now I want to draw Spawn stuff. So
Is it
Oh,
James
Lord.
gives you notes?
yeah,
Oh.
not often, but I got notes this time, and I'm like, I don't. But that means I probably have to redraw the entire page, and I thought I was done.
Oh man. Oh dear.
But I don't know. I'm trying to think. Well, and I asked too because it's kind of setting up what happens next in the story, and so I want it to really be a nice set piece and allow for some fun stuff, but it's also not like my wheelhouse to draw a ton of buildings. I'm super not good at landscapes and I've never been
Appreciate it,
fantastic
Bert.
at perspective. Love drawing characters. Like, I can draw characters all day. And I can do limited landscape just to be like, oh look, they're standing on something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was pretty
And
intense.
it's supposed to be dystopian. It's supposed to have a ton of like cyberpunk aesthetic to it, so a lot of signage and everything like that. And I'm like, well, so what kind of signs do you want? Like, I need ideas for signs. And then I just get, reference photos. I'm like, yeah, but I can't reuse other people's signs. Like, we have to come up with shit that. So I'm like, now I guess I gotta come up with shit. I'll do this tomorrow. I really don't.
You just
Thought
like,
I was done.
screw it.
I thought I was done. Apparently not.
Oh man. I appreciate it, Billy. Sorry, I keep calling you Billy. It's Burr. But yeah, I'm trying with these. Trying to finish up this project before Heroes Con in June. So
Yeah, how many things are you gonna have on your table? Because you're gonna make me feel like a real damn slacker. I'm very upset.
I'm trying to have this book done by then, so that's one book. We're gonna have the anthology. I still have all the Renowned books. I still have my Carl books, and the John Wick book, and maybe two more mini comics. But
I hope to have one mini comic done. And then, of course, the Time Police, we want to get some issues of that printed.
yeah,
And the anthology. So,
yeah. So
all
we'll have a
right.
good bit.
You definitely made me feel like a slacker. So,
Well, I don't have
That's
kids to take care
awesome.
of, so I'm not a family man. I ain't got anything going on, dude. I don't have a life. This is what I do.
you have a life.
Yeah.
When we're able to, talk you out of staying at home and drawing.
Yeah.
We'll have to set a date for the next group hangout. So
Yeah.
I was trying to. I wasn't trying to be rude or anything to the group, but I just was like, hey, a reminder, we can hang out in Pittsburgh, because I was thinking it's nice to go over there and hang out with everybody and make sure it's close to those over on that side of the state. But I'm
Yeah.
like, 2 hours is kind of rough.
Oh, it's 2 hours for you.
Well, I mean, when we look at, well, not really. It was only an hour, but when it's we drive over and then we hang out and then we drive an extra 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and then I gotta get home.
Yeah.
So
That's a lot for you, for sure.
I didn't get to do as much hanging out and drawing with you guys.
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to talk with you about some of the tips and tricks that you've learned and share some do some knowledge sharing. And I was I sat down, I want to at least get one drawing done to be like, hey, I drew with fellow artists.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't even that great, so I was disappointed in what I made. We're yeah, next time.
Next time. Yeah, no, I get you. I mean, I barely drew when I was there, so it's all good.
I really wanted to look at all. I mean, holy crap! There was so much great reference material and books
dude.
that Ben and Riley were pulling out, and it's oh my god!
Yeah.
Didn't even really have a lot of time to check out those. I don't know. It was a lot of fun, but I'm I guess next time I'm just gonna have to see if I can't, find a way to stay away from the house, and that way I can hang out with everybody and can be as long or as late. So have to see if I can make that argument.
I have to see if I can make that argument.
Or plead.
Please.
Please. I want to hang out. But then I was also thinking too, if everybody can come over to Pittsburgh, it's at least closer for you and Kev.
Mm-hmm.
If we wanted to go do something fun like axe throwing, scheduling that for everybody, I think it'd be a fun time.
Yeah.
And it just, I guess it also depends on when people can come and hang out, because not being able to hang out until the evening time,
Yeah.
kind of cut out a lot too. So
Yeah.
For
sure.
What I'm saying, what my real message behind all that is, I'm excited to hang out more. I think that got lost. It was a lot of complaining on my part. Really, what I wanted to say is it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was. It was good. We'll definitely do it again. I do want to do it again before, at least the beginning of February, or mid February, because then our deadline that we all put down was March. I mean, of course we can extend it if we need to, but I'm trying to Wanted to just,
I'd like to not, because I want to make
Yeah.
sure we can make our print deadline and have everything for Heroes.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Is like I want to make sure the quality is good and everything. So, and if something does mess up and I have to send them back, we have enough time to do that.
Right.
So. Because I messaged Riley. I was like, "Hey man, any news on the book you're doing with James?" And he didn't message me back.
Such a pain.
Yeah.
I know things seem to be in flux for them too, because I know he said that he like left the bar, and my understanding he was trying to get away from that. So I mean, it's good that happened, but
Yeah.
that may also mean that things are also in flux right now for him as well.
Yeah.
That was something I did get to hang out with James over the weekend. He's like, "Hey, I keep messaging Riley. Haven't heard anything back."
Well, I mean, if you guys want to do a backup thing with the,
I mentioned that he thought it was cool. I was like, I don't know, Manny just said Time Police Western. He was like, oh my gosh. It's like, yeah, it was. I don't know why. It wasn't until you said that I'm like, that sounds like it'd be a ton of fun. It also sounds like a lot more work for me, but
it doesn't have to be 8 pages. It could be less. I just
Yeah.
just to fill in the gap. And also, if
We can go
you don't want to
4-page
put it
short.
in there, you got another mini comic for you guys. It could just be a little special, little offshoot thing
for sure.
if you wanted to.
Oh.
It's-
I'll see if he's got any ideas kicking around.
yeah.
I'll mention that to him after I send him back another page where I'm like, here are more damn signs. We'll come up with.
Besides.
Here's your damn sign. No, I love James. I just got to give him a hard time.
Oh no.
What happened, Sam?
Oh,
Don't
I'm
say
just
I'm
not. I'm not as good at this game. I'm having fun though. Man, my hand-eye coordination used to be so much better.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna ask this question. I don't know if either of you are huge Spawn fans, but is it supposed to be eyes on like Spawn's chest? Are they supposed to be like scythes? Like,
I don't know.
Grim Reaper scythes? What are they? What is this supposed to be?
It's a good question. I have no idea.
Maybe I'll ask Uncle Todd when I get to meet him, because he's gonna be like, "Yeah, this covers the bomb." I'll be like, "Thanks, Uncle Todd."
Thanks. It's just the famous Ben Hill.
I wouldn't say famous, but if it comes from you, Uncle Todd.
I'll take it.
Just any excuse to call him Uncle Todd until it gets really uncomfortable.
Don't call me that. Alright.
Sorry, Uncle Todd. I mean, Todd.
Sorry, Todd Father. Ah, fuck.
Damn.
He's like, I like that
You
one though.
probably
I like
like
that
that.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You probably like Todd Father. Oh, that's fine. You can call me that. I also realized that they point all the way down towards his crotch. I think was done on purpose.
Look at this.
I got big guns. I got big guns here and down here.
Ew.
Manny, are you done drawing yet?
No.
Sweet.
Not
I
yet.
was worried you were gonna say yes.
Hold on. Almost there.
No. Where's that line?
Hey guys, I am going to jump off.
No.
Don't hate me forever.
Unacceptable.
I'm gonna probably go watch like a movie or something.
Unacceptable.
Taking a break from making art is good for the soul.
Damn straight.
And there goes my ruler that I was gonna use.
Oh, he's throwing stuff now, Sam. Are you
Oh,
gonna
it
leave me
broke.
with him while he's throwing things?
Oh,
He's gonna get mad at me.
Look, I mean, we didn't know what kind of child we would have when we had Manny, so
He's such a good boy.
So
he's a
sad.
cutie, but a bit of a rascal, a rapscallion, if you will.
Rapskillion. You know me.
All right, guys, night.
Good night, my friend.
Bye, Sam.
Love Sam.
Sam is awesome. I need more money so I can go out to LA with you and hang out with Sam.
Seriously. So do I.
I need more money, Steve.
I need way more money. So I can get a freaking house.
That would be cool.
I would love that. I would love a house. I would love a house. Universe, make it so.
Universe, please provide me a house.
Gosh.
Well, I'm gonna throw this out there, Manny. You know, I've been a homeowner for a while.
Uh-huh.
So, if and when the time comes you do find yourself with your own house, and you need help painting or moving or some limited fixing for it, let me know.
Hey. My man's coming
My
in.
wife is very handy building furniture, and we've like redone electrical and all that fun stuff too. So even if
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. For sure.
we don't like to sit around, we like to make our places comfy.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I like a comfy home.
Comfy houses are cool. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, sick. Yeah. Sick. See, I can't believe I broke my damn ruler.
Oh, what'd you do that for?
I dropped it by accident. Fell off my lap.
Fell off. It fell the F off.
So sad. Hmm.
So I, based on the conversation we were having with the artist outing,
Mhm.
one of the things that came up was the talk about like the screen textures for digital art, having the screen protector that actually has that paper texture to it.
Oh, the paper feel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get one of those for Christmas, and so I'm using it now.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
Right?
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, I have one of those for my iPad, and it feels so good on that thing, dude. I love it.
It took some getting used to, because I was like, why does it feel so scratchy? And then eventually I'm like, oh yeah, this is kind of like drawing on paper. This is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. It is pretty cool.
Very nice. How much?
King of the castle, king of the castle. I have a chair. Look at me.
Well, I'll sit. You go get me some food.
Oh man.
You marry my sister.
Yeah. Boom. Okay. There we go. Got this guy running towards monster. Hand kind of looks weird, but it's okay.
You know what? Just give him a pocket and put his hand in his pocket and be like, his hand's in his pocket. That way it doesn't look weird. Can't make it look weird if you can't see it.
Yeah, right.
And by the way, make sure to hide his feet. Can't draw feet.
Yeah, right. There's one thing about this book is that I kinda made the bottom of his feet, like the boots, kind of complicated, so I have to look at my that one
Your character
page.
reference sheet.
Yeah, that one page I drew the bottom of the shoes on every time. So, but yeah.
That was the problem I ran into with that cityscape that I was building.
Yeah.
I didn't really think ahead. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do the street level view. And so when I started to build the city out, I was like, oh crap. Gotta go back to the one page where I had the street level view that I built it out on, so I can at least make sure that that was consistent. And then be like, alright, so from my perspective that I did, this building would go here. like, this is totally the back-assward way of doing things.
That's funny. You don't use SketchUp or that 3D program?
Oh
You know what I'm
god,
talking
don't
about?
make me do 3D. Now I gotta do another thing?
Well, it's like you know, you can make like a really quick 3D model with it. You don't have to like texture it, but just to help put guidelines down, you can make like just basically making cubes on one plane, and then you can basically like make a city pretty fast. And
Interesting.
use that. I think it's SketchUp. But
Sounds like ketchup.
it does. It does. Oh my god. Man. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream here. That's what I'm gonna do.
Gosh.
Start winding down. Might read some of this I
Yeah.
Am Stan book.
What do you got? I'm not even looking at Twitch anymore.
What was it?
I am
Jolie.
stinging.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good.
Dude, you got more than half that page done. You lie. You got like 3/4 of that.
I mean, you know, it's almost there. I still got to do like you know, speed lines on this guy. So on the background and
Yeah.
the foreground monster. Then I got the big foreground hand with the sword and then monster woman.
Big old hands and big old
Yeah.
women.
Big old women, big strong women.
Big strong women.
But yeah. Oh, thanks, Billy. Much appreciated. Appreciate you for sticking around, hanging out. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks for letting me join and talk a bunch of nonsense while I was drawing Bon.
Yeah, man.
Ban.
Yeah. Probably do it again tomorrow. If you want.
Well, yeah, because of course it's wrestling night. You're gonna do it while I'm watching wrestling. I get-
Okay. Hey, man.
Always on Wednesday.
Always on Wednesday. And Thursdays?
No, I'm free Thursday.
You're free
Free
Thursdays?
Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do Thursday. I'll do it tomorrow.
I
and
mean,
Thursday.
you can. Yeah, that's right. You do you.
I'm gonna do it. No,
You're
one's
gonna
tell
do
me
it.
No. Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, Manny, you're the man.
It's, you know, you got it's. It just happens. I don't know.
All right, go read I Am Sam. I'm gonna read my Japanese manga about owning a convenience store.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Doesn't that sound exciting?
What is that called?
Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto Days. I've heard about that.
I told
You've
you
mentioned
about it.
this. Yes, you
I
mentioned
have.
this. Yeah.
Next time we hang out, I'll bring the first few volumes, and you have to just flip through them, see if it's your speed.
Okay. Okay. You got it. You got it.
Sweet. All right, Manny. Have a good one, sir.
Alright, you too, bro.
Bye.
See ya. Peace. Peace, my friend.